Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Disco Kitty the Crappy Crafter. Today we'll be working on Now, I feel like this one came in a little late because it definitely looks like a fall Thanksgiving kind of thing, but we're in December now, and I wasn't actually expecting it to come in. I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting it to come in this past weekend, and at this point it's December 4th, and I already have videos scheduled out to the first week of January, so we're gonna have to figure out where to squeeze this in. We'll have to push everything back a week, and we'll see how that works. It may make my intros a little bit weird, but that's okay. Just keep that in mind from here on out. My weeks may be a little off. Anyways, I can't wait to see what's inside of it. I don't remember. I'm sure I looked at the preview, but I don't remember what's in it, so let's get right into it. Alright, what is in the box? I haven't looked at it, and I don't Oh, that's a big pumpkin. That's a tea light pumpkin. That looks like fun. That looks like a lot of resin. I'm excited. Little bag of goodies, which I will completely forget about later, because I am a moron. Like this wire. Totally forgot about this wire. Oh well. That is a very suggestive walnut. I don't like it. But, yeah. I don't know why I got two reds and one green. It was supposed to be a pumpkin. One would make sense if it were, like, orange. Maybe it's blood red. Who knows? Or blood orange. Anyways, so we're seeing how much resin it's going to take to fill this mold, because this is a big mold. There's a lot of space in that mold. It's gonna take a lot of resin. Okay, let's see how much it's going to be. 210 for that. Really like 220 or 215. We'll call it 215 because it's harder to dome the water than it is the resin. The resin has, oh look, it's got a little key and a little lock so that the lid will sit in a specific spot when you put it on. Anyways, so the pumpkin mold needs 215. Just the base. However, this is only 190. There was only 190 milliliters of resin for a project that required 240. Okay, anyway, so when you're stirring, remember to stir the sides, scrape the sides and bottom often. Stir, at least 3 minutes, at least. Preferably 5. You can add your pigment powder first. I probably should have, but I didn't like how red the red was, so I added a little yellow from my own stock. And it comes out pretty good. It's a nice color. This is just super disappointing, though. Super disappointing. Like, what? Anyways, with the Let's Resin cooker that I showed you guys last week, this project goes pretty quick. I'm able to finish the whole thing in one day, even though I had to do 2 layers. 2 layers. Ridiculous. So, the first thing I'm going to do is notice that I have a whole bunch of little bubbles in there that I forgot to blow off. Oops. I will cut those off later to the detriment of the project. Not that you can see it on camera, but it'll be interesting. So here I'm going to mix up 50 milliliters more, and I'm going to make it a little darker because I was hoping that when I peeled this back, it would lose contact with the piece and a little bit of resin would seep down the sides a little bit, maybe give it a little bit of a gradient, be darker on the bottom than it is on the top kind of thing. But all it does is it leaves some really weird and sharp voids in the side. And yeah, that's okay. Nobody's gonna see it but me anyways, so who cares? If I had been able to fill this with one go, I wouldn't have to worry about this. But here we are. We had 190 milliliters out of 240. So I had to add my own, and yes, I'm bitter. I shouldn't have needed to do that. Okay, here I'm going to use a little green powder to put on the stem so that the stem can be nice and green, not the same color as everything else. Now, it really should be kind of a brown color, but that's okay. I don't mind. Yeah, I think I might have had maybe 3 or 4 milliliters extra, maybe. Not that much. So, squeezing the tip of the stem to get rid of any bubbles. It just looks kind of weird in the center there, so I'm going to mix it up a little more. And then we'll cook it a final time and see how it all comes out. And it looks good. It peels back real nice. I didn't do the toothpick thing with this, and I should have around the edge. Get myself a big void right there, but that's okay. Like I said, nobody's gonna see it but me. 2 big bubbles, and that's okay, because they're on the bottom. So easy to peel off. This was a good mold. I really appreciated this mold. This mold was really nice. I like it. I gotta put it in the right spot or it won't close right. Get myself a little tea light. Yay. Super cute. That's real nice. Real nice. This worked super well. Just look at how cute that is. That is really nice. I love it. Well, that came out really well. I'm quite impressed. I'm quite happy. This is the best pumpkin mold I think I've had ever, really. You know, I really enjoyed this pumpkin mold. I really did. It's super simple. Tea light's still on. It's super simple. It even has a little key where you're supposed to like put it together so that it lines up real nice for the top. I really enjoyed making this. The only problem I had with this was that there wasn't enough resin in the kit to make the whole pumpkin. There was enough resin to come up to here, and that was it. There needed to be more resin. This needed to have, I think it was 240 milliliters in order to, yes, the cup says 200, the cup's maximum is 240, and I think I was going to make 230 originally, depending on how much was in those little tiny bottles, but there was slightly more than 190, which meant that it was 50 short, and so I had to use extra resin out of my own stash in order to be able to finish the project that came in the box. So I'm a little bitter. I'm a little bitter about that. But otherwise, I think this worked really well. It's super cute. It's like the best pumpkin ever. I love it. A little late to be able to put it up for Halloween, because that was, you know, last week. But, yeah. It is what it is. I really enjoyed this. I really liked it. I'll probably make more. This was a really good one. It just needed more resin in the kit. Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. Thanks for coming, and I hope to see you again next week. Stay safe.